3, 2, 1, and start streaming. Right. Okay. So hey,
Okay.
welcome.
Wait. Hold on. We had to do some finagling, so I gotta move our face off the screen because it's gonna be distracting.
Where? What do you mean some finagling? What are you talking about?
Okay. Let me just type in the chat if they can hear us. Can you hear?
I think they can.
See
okay.
us?
So yeah, they can see us. We can see us there. All right. So this little 15-second buffer. Unfortunately, it is what it is. Hello, welcome.
Hey!
Sorry about technical difficulties. John, we're in the outskirts of some remote town in Turkey, and unfortunately, I had to turn on the VPN. I had to turn on everything because I'm wondering whether we're allowed to live stream under normal Turkish law. It's crazy. You can't get Wikipedia here, so you have to use VPN for that. So I'm wondering whether live had something to do with that. Sorry about that. Hello, welcome. We're so excited to be here.
And if the police knock on the door because we're not supposed to be doing lives and they send us to jail and you never see us again, come find us.
I know. All right. So all that being said.
All right. Okay. So I just got a comment. So I'm fielding comments on my computer over here. So if I look away, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just looking at comments.
All right.
We got all these screens going on.
But
Abdu says, "Are we live? Can you guys hear us?"
Throw down the comments.
Someone
if you
comment
can see
and
us.
let us
Please,
know
please,
if you
please,
can
please,
hear
please.
us and see
I
us.
assume that the answer is yes because I'm looking at ourselves on the screen right there.
Yes, everyone's saying yes.
Thank you.
Hi, Maggie.
Thank you.
How are you?
What's up, Mags?
Hey. All right. What are you girls doing while your parents are gone? I won't tell them, I promise.
This is one big happy community we have here.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna butcher your name again. Brett Child said that they like my necklace. I am in the spirit because this necklace I got in Morocco, which we're gonna talk about later on in the live. Yep. Un says, are we coming back to Morocco? Yes, we're coming back to Morocco.
Hooray!
Alan says he can hear us. Thumbs up. Okay.
All right. This is good.
We're
Actually,
good.
Google says our signal is okay. And right now, okay is
good enough.
Good enough, and that's what we're gonna stick with.
All right, so you guys know that I have really bad allergies. I'm super congested today. I apologize. I just ate like a bucket load of Turkish Delight, and the sugar in it bothers me, but I can't help it. I had to eat them. So I'm
really
sorry
good.
if I sound awful and congested and whatnot.
Guys, the Turkish Delight that you buy in the store is nothing like the Turkish Delight you buy in Turkey.
Wow.
Yeah.
Turkish Delight that I've always had, any place I've traveled, is always that rose kind of perfume.
It's like a breath mint.
And it's usually a huge chunk. We've got, where are they, Will?
Oh, it's
Will's gonna go get them. We've got little bite-sized Turkish Delights, and little bite-sized like this, in all different flavors. It's amazing. So orange, is orange, and green is lime. He's gonna show you guys right now.
And there's a couple things. So this is our third live in 3 days. We are on a roll like there's no tomorrow. We're actually getting really good at this. We saved YouTube for the end because we realized that, you know what? We like Facebook, we like Instagram, we really do like you guys, but YouTube,
we love YouTube.
I don't know, I really do. All right.
I don't want our other
I put
Facebook
so much,
and Instagram community.
I put so much work into this community that it's
it feels like family.
Hi, it's so good to be here.
It feels like family, and we love being live with you guys. So okay.
So wait, did you show?
I did show them. I don't know if they can see the colors. But, okay. So you guys know.
It's like a rainbow.
And Will and I are gonna make a huge effort to not cut each other off because that really annoyed like 3 or 4 people on our last live. But
we can just be ourselves.
We have ADD and probably some other problems.
And we're really excited to be here.
We're not very good at not cutting each other off.
No, just consider it like just one continuous conversation.
Yeah, with 2 heads.
Pretty much.
And we get passionate, and we get whatever else comes out of that, and we just talk over each other.
That's our disclaimer.
That's the disclaimer. That's a disclaimer. We are who we are. We're sorry if we talk over each other, but I don't think we're going to change.
I don't think you mind when I talk over you, and I don't mind when you talk over me.
And I don't care that Will doesn't shut the cupboards and that he sometimes walks
around.
Oh,
all right. TMI here. All
right. I'm going to just go
By the way, she wakes up like this with her hair. It just
oh my gosh, you guys. Yesterday we did a live and someone said I look like Abby Kadabi. Do you guys know who Abby Kadabi is?
We know now.
And I totally look like Abby Kadabi. So if you want to see what Abby Kadabi looks like, you got to go on our Worldtowning Facebook page. And I put a picture of Abby Kadabi. And was it Elmo that was with her? Or Cookie Monster? Well, Will was the other character. All right. So I'm just going to look at some of the comments and questions you guys have here. And then we're going to go on and chat about where we are and all this kind of good stuff. Excuse me. Maggie, we miss you too. We really miss you guys. We're going to see you in June. We're going to stay at your house and we're never going to leave. Abdu says, I'll invite you to enjoy horse riding in Morocco, Marrakesh. Oh, I love horses and they love me.
Well, the idea would be that, I mean, okay, this is actually something that we're considering, like going a couple days early. And
Thanks. We're going to try and do a meetup. So if you're in Marrakesh, tell everyone we're going to do a meetup. We'll
really
figure out the
excited.
details later. Alan says so many different flavors in Turkey too. I know. It's
Right,
awesome.
the ones with the almonds.
But why is it that when Turkish delights are delivered outside of Turkey, it's only that nasty rose
Because
perfume
that's what
kind?
Nestle sells. Pretty much.
I know, because
think it's-
everyone has this awful impression of Turkish delights now. Well, I mean, I don't know. If you like the rose ones, I'm sorry, I'm knocking
it's
them.
okay.
But I don't
It's
really
okay.
like them.
I don't mind it.
All right. First
I like
order
minty
Lego
fresh
says
breath.
hello from Split. Hello.
Hello.
Maggie wants to know where Avalon and Largo. Avalon and Largo are back there.
They are
watching a movie.
right over there, essentially.
They're having movie night.
They are having movie.
Hey Vivian, how are you?
What's up, Viz?
Maybe they'll make an
Wow.
appearance later. Alan and Largo's friends and our
We
friends.
got the whole Renault family on here.
Yeah, let's see if your mom joins in from Paris. All right, guys, we are in Turkey. We've been in Turkey for a couple of weeks now. We are really enjoying it. The people are awesome. The food is delicious. So sometimes because we get totally off the grid and it's amazing.
What we come to realize, though, is that Turkey is pretty
You
much...
cut me off.
No, I'm not.
You just cut me
that
off.
Was,
I had things to say.
That was a pause, which I
I was just taking
used.
I was just taking a breath.
Take less breaths. Take shorter breaths. What were you going to say? Go ahead.
No.
Mine wasn't that important.
It's okay.
It's
Go ahead.
what we realize is that Turkey is basically Greece, but with a different language and a different religion at the end of the day.
Yeah.
In terms of like ruins and everything else, it is.
No, but I like the food better in Turkey.
And I like the people better in Turkey too.
Yeah. Shh! Don't
Sorry.
say that. What if there's some Greeks on
I
here?
like the Greeks.
That wasn't very nice.
I know, but I like the Turks.
All right.
It's a funny part. I like Turkish people. I have to be correct here because for some reason, like Turkish people.
You like
no,
all people,
but Turkish
though.
people don't like being called Turks. At least that's what I heard somewhere.
Is that a derogatory?
It might be. I'm not certain.
Is it derogatory to call Turkish people Turks? We don't know. Help us out here.
I don't.
Because I clearly don't want to. I don't really want to say anything.
We don't want to be.
Yeah, I don't want to say anything that's offensive.
I don't
to
know,
someone.
but I like the song by They Might
Except
Be
for
Giants.
you, so stop interrupting me.
Okay, moving on.
All right. Sosi says, hello. Abdu says, I'm in Connecticut, but don't worry. My in-laws are in Marrakesh and can take care of you. They have to come to the meetup, too.
And so do you.
Eglat, hello, you four. Hello, how are
Hi.
you? Lee Allen, are you going to different parts of Morocco this time? Yes, and we're going to talk about our Morocco trip after we catch you guys up to where we have been. Sosi says, I love to talk to you. I love to talk to. Everyone around me has to jump in when I take a breath.
It's tough.
You and I would get along really well.
It's tough. This family is. I mean, unfortunately,
All
okay,
four of us, like you should see Largo. Largo loves to talk.
Believe it or not, I am actually the quietest
Hi,
one
hon.
in the entire family, for the most part.
Yeah, I think so.
I think I am. You know, it goes basically in order of loud to me. It's you.
Ah!
It's
Hi!
you, and then Largo, then Avalon, then myself.
Yeah.
For the most part. So as you can imagine, there's a lot of competition at the table.
Our friend. All right, guys. So we are friends. We made new friends in Bergamo. We did. He's on here right now.
Hey.
I know they're probably all on. Hi, guys.
Hey.
So we're gonna tell you what we did. That vlog is actually gonna go out tomorrow.
It's ready, but unfortunately, it wasn't ready yesterday. So as far as those people who were waiting for a vlog today, I am so sorry. I did not release it today. It is ready for the most part, but we were not going to release it today because of the live. We didn't want the live to cannibalize the video and vice versa. And we didn't want to take up all of your time on Worldtowning, although we think everyone should take up all their time on Worldtowning. But we didn't want to sort of do the live and then also have a video, and then next thing you know, you'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm not watching my other people, and then, you know, so chaos. So video will be out tomorrow is the update onto where the vlog will be.
And so the video tomorrow is us, a travel day, coming into Turkey. And then you guys know how we love to engage with locals. And we've kind of found our own way to do it from time to time, but we haven't found a great way to really connect where we're not going into an Airbnb or going on a tour and saying, hey, can we come over and have coffee later?
Yep.
So what we did was we signed up. One of you guys recommended this organization called Servas, SERVAS.org. And what it is, it's an organization where people in countries say they would like to be a host. Do you want to shut that? Yeah. Want to be a host, and then the hosts have have people that are the travelers, us, come into their home, and then there's a cultural exchange between the two parties, families, couples, whatever. And so we did, I'm not going to tell you everything because I don't want to spoil it. I want you guys to see it in the video. But we had an amazing, amazing time with a lovely family, the neighbors, the daughter. It was fantastic. So don't tell them anymore. Unfortunately, but they're on here. So we wanted to say hi and thank you again, guys.
For Ayan, unfortunately, we could not include everything. We did a lot with you guys. And
we can never include everything.
I wish we could have because, well, just, there's only so much.
Hi, Patty from Montana. Time. Hi, Marcia. London in the house. Woohoo! Martha from Florida. What made you guys love coming back to Morocco? The people.
Yeah.
First the people. Second, the food, and everything else kind of falls in. The culture, the music, the history, everything. But it's the people and then the food. Absolutely. I mean, do you agree?
Yeah. I mean, right now we're in Turkey, and Turkey is a close proxy to Morocco. And we're loving the fact that sort of we're getting into this culture again, something totally off the grid from Europe, essentially.
Yep. Simon says we're watching you from Bamber Bridge Fire Station. Love the channel. Hi, a fire.
Hey.
That's so fun. I love it. You guys, firefighters, policemen, teachers, nurses. I mean,
you guys really just make things happen.
You really do, and you take care of people, and you save lives. So thank you so much. Thank you for watching, and thank you for risking your life to take care of and save others. That's really amazing.
And we're so glad that you're not affected by the government shutdown.
Well, I don't know what country they're in.
No, because they're not federal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Says, love you guys from Casablanca. Why are you coming back? Are you planning to go to Africa or just love Morocco? We love Morocco, and we have planned a group trip there to bring other people to share Morocco and its people and its food with everyone because we loved it that much. So we'll talk a little bit more about it in a minute. Wallace Reboot says, I was just telling my husband how great you all are at finding those experiences. Oh, thank you. That's really, really sweet. It's something we are really committed to as a family, like deeply committed to. And so thank you for recognizing that.
Well, we talked about this in the last vlog where we're essentially, oh my gosh, it's so hard sometimes to really be a travel channel for us because we like seeing things, but if we're sitting at a ruin, it's so hard to say this is a ruin, I mean, it's fine.
Well, I think we established too that we're not a travel channel.
Well,
we don't think we are, and you guys don't think we are. I mean, you guys gave some awesome comments of where you think our kind of place in the vlogging world is on our last video.
Right.
Thank you. By the way, thank you. Thank you. You guys put a lot of effort and time and thought into that, and it's really appreciated.
She took notes.
I did take notes because you see us where we see ourselves, but we never know if we're meeting that need for, our YouTube family. And I think we are, and I think you guys confirm that. So we really, really appreciate that. Wallace Reboot said, is it service? Yeah, it's SERVAS.org.
Right, but I was going to say, though, hold on.
Let me cut you off for a second.
Ahead.
It's 100, I think it was 100 euros a year.
$100.
$100 a year per adult. Kids are free.
Kids are free.
Go ahead. Sorry.
But basically, as far as us seeing things, and today, for instance, or 2 days ago, we were in Ephesus, right? Ephesus, gorgeous place, and we talked about it, and we showed what it was like and showed the beauty of it. We got there at 8 o'clock in the morning before anyone got there, and we got some amazing shots, and that's nice. We like that. However, when we get to interact with locals and be sort of one with sort of the culture, that is where we shine. And it's not that we're opposed to doing the history stuff, but we love history really do like the whole culture interaction because no one else is, number one, very few people are doing it. I'm not gonna say no one else. Very few people are doing it, and that is where we shine and if you guys alive.
Know any other vloggers who are doing a lot of engagement, interaction with other with locals in communities, please message us, tag us something, because we would really, really love to meet up with them, and we would love to collaborate and just love to see how they're doing it and pick their brain and let them pick ours. So if you know of anyone, you watch anyone who does this really deep cultural immersion into the communities with the people, please let us know.
And if they're in Southeast Asia, that's fine because we're planning on being there next year.
Next year.
Yep.
Okay, let me take some questions and stuff here. Craig says, you guys are so inspiring. We're a family of 4, just listed our home in Portland. We're planning on leaving for our first country in January, Mexico.
That's awesome.
Mexico's awesome. Food, people, music.
Where in Mexico?
Mexico's fabulous. Mustafa gives us a kiss. Mustafa, mwah. You know what I did? Okay, these are our friends from the family that we hung out with in Bergamo. Tell Mustafa that I went and I found some watercress at the grocery store, and then I made the yogurt. Sorry guys, you gotta hold on for a second. I made the garlic and yogurt, and I shook it and put it all over the watercress, and we tried to have it for dinner.
It wasn't the same.
It wasn't the same.
No.
What is the secret ingredient to that sauce?
It's love.
You got to tell me.
He's got more love than you.
It is.
That's basically where it comes to.
Maggie says, "Can you convince my mom to let me go to Morocco with you?" Yes, Maggie. I would honestly love that.
The question is, can you convince your mom?
We'll work together and we'll tag team your mom. Don't let her watch this video. Okay. Abdu says, make sure you get the real argan oil when you go. I think we got the real stuff last time, but we're not really sure.
Well, we got the stuff. Okay, the answer is I think we did not, because we bought it in a grocery store, which tells me it's probably not. However, we are going to... They
told us it was.
But, we're going to try our best. We bought it, and to be truthful, we never used it. By the time we actually opened it up, I think it went bad.
It went bad, yeah.
And just, whatever.
All right, I'm going to answer some more comments here, and then we'll move on. On says, great, I love your family, guys. Sorry, guys, I'm massaging my neck, even because my neck, it's healing quite well, you see. Okay, don't do that on camera. Stop it. My neck is healing well, but I drove today for 4 hours, and just kind of holding my arm up there is giving me a little bit of stress. It's not you guys that are stressing me out, I promise. Simon says, sorry, guys, we're in England. We'd love to see you back in the UK. I would love to come back to the UK. I feel like there are certain places that we go that I feel like do not get enough time because we have to be someplace else, whether we're meeting family or friends, and we've gotten behind the bus, and we have to play catch up and go fast through a country. So in other words, UK was one of those places.
Right. We feel bad for Romania, Lithuania, all
Montenegro.
The countries that we just breeze through, and it's commitments are it's life.
Wallace Reboot does the same thing. They like to connect with people. Amy, bald and bankrupt. Oh, that's one you're recommending? Okay, we'll write it down.
Bald and bankrupt.
Bald and bankrupt. I love that. I love that name.
I gotta look these people up.
Well, no, wait.
No, I gotta at least write it down.
Okay, write it down. Yeah. Okay, bald and bankrupt. We'll check them out. Life of a 20-something. Hi, I'm from the UK. Love your family. Very entertaining to watch and very informative. I've been to Morocco and love the shopping. Your videos bring back memories. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, the shopping is fabulous, and we're minimalists, so we buy hardly anything, but I couldn't resist there. I mean, we bought some stuff, let's just say. Let's see, Amy said that on YouTube, that Bald and Bankrupt is on YouTube. Yep. Great vlogger. Abdu says, we are the land of the oldest university in the world. Yeah, land of couscous, tagine. I know, all the great stuff. We love all that stuff. Yolanda says, hi y'all, I'm just trying to get to Austin, Texas. Good luck getting to Austin, Texas. I don't know where you're starting from, but I mean, it sounds like you're not nearby. So Craig, we're thinking Merida, Mexico. So we have not been to Merida, but people love Merida. I've heard really good things about it. So
it's got a pretty decent expat community as well. So.
Yeah, if you're looking to connect with other people that have relocated to there from other countries, it does have a big expat community. Olympic song, Love from Croatia. Croatia, the country that I barely saw because I had to go have my spine surgery. But Will and Avalon saw it and they loved it. So.
And Wallace Reboot saying that they love KOTOR. They are. I think you guys are in India now.
Yeah.
I thought I saw. Yeah. That's really cool.
That's where we're probably going to be in January
of next
year. We're not sure for positive yet, but I think so. We love India. Is like our second favorite country. It's almost tied with Morocco. We like it that much. Again, the people and the food.
Yep.
All right. So we're gonna catch you guys up to where we have been really quick. Will's gonna do this like on speed dating style. So since
our last live, which was like January 3rd or 2nd.
Right after Christmas. You're right.
January 1st, actually. It was New Year's Day. We just came back from Santorini.
Yeah.
We were refreshed after the holidays. Although I don't know if the holidays makes anyone refreshed. I think it adds a little.
We do. It's just pretty chill holidays.
I think we did, but like anything else, you sort of you want to plan the perfect holiday, and so we did it. And then afterwards, we needed a little break. And how do we break? We basically gallivanted around Greece. But essentially, we spent like the whole month of January in the Peloponnese. And we did that because we wanted to plan goals for 2019. And we took basically the entire month of January to plan goals. And
delegate responsibilities.
Yep.
Start planning our Morocco trip. Give us some time. I needed some time to kind of not be moving. I worked a lot, but we didn't move much, and that sometimes can be stressful because I really needed some time to heal my surgery. We had a great time. We also wanted to be warm, and we were basically as far south as you can get in Greece, and still freezing our butts off. But we loved Greece, and then after that, we went back to Athens, and we parked Lemonade, and then we went to...
We went on our sailing adventure, which you guys saw. So
we went to Malta.
Malta. It was...
crazy.
So...
Not so crazy. I'm going to let you talk about that.
I mean, well, first of all, can I vent for a moment? Is that okay? Are we allowed to vent here?
This isn't really therapy, but
no, okay.
It is.
So there's no way that you're gonna go ahead and be in cold temperatures. We got there, and well, it was like in the teens. It was like 10 degrees, 9 degrees in the morning in Malta, which that's Celsius, and in Fahrenheit it'd be like around 50. Not exactly ideal. And then we get double hit with this massive storm of the century that happened in there.
Yeah, in Malta, they hadn't had a storm like this in 30 years.
Yep.
And we happen to be beginners learning to sail, getting our competent crew certification, which is like sailing baby 101 in this huge storm. Now, we didn't sail in the storm, but we slept on the boat. We could have gotten off the boat, but we thought it would be a good experience for us. We left realizing we still want to do this. We realize we have a long way to come. We have a lot of education to do, and we have to save some money to buy a boat. But we enjoyed it. Everyone enjoyed it and really liked it.
But that storm, though, you can't make that stuff up. I mean, I think drama just follows us everywhere we go. It is. Wait till you see the tomorrow's vlog when we have issues with the ferry as well. Things just magically go wrong and surprisingly resolve themselves.
It's a good thing we have a good attitude, Will.
We do have a good attitude.
So we came back after... I'm going to cut Will off because he'll talk about this all day.
I will.
So we came back from Malta, back to Athens. And then from Athens, we went to Cyprus. And when we got to Cyprus, guys, we only had 5 days there. And we were behind on work and exhausted. Sailing kicked our butts. I guess being in a storm, sailing, learning all, we were doing like 6 hours of learning, 7 hours, 8 hours learning a day, and then working after. And Will and I know we look 21, but we're not. So we're 25. So we were just like, so our first 4 days in Cyprus, we just slept and showered and worked and didn't really leave the house except to get groceries. But
the chill part was that the Airbnb had a trampoline in the back, so the kids pretty much just bounced their way all through those 3 days.
Yeah, they loved it.
It was this was the first time that Avalon picked the Airbnb, and of course she picks the one with like the pirate themed bedroom,
right? And the trampoline.
And the trampoline.
We put her in charge of. We gave her a budget and put her in charge of it, and she did a great job. So on day number 5, we can't see everything that we want to see when we travel, and sometimes we will skip something that most people would go to because we want to do something less touristy, or our heads just need to do something different where we don't need to think or process or whatever the case may be. So in Cyprus was one of those things. So rather than going see ruins and doing some of the things that most people do when they go there, it was too cold for the beach. We went on like a dune buggy tour, which was really fabulous around a part of the island. We really enjoyed it. So anyway, from there we came back to Athens, and then we took the ferry.
And then we hopped on the ferry.
Can you shut that a little bit?
It's coming down again.
Yeah.
All right. It's the sun's coming down here.
Sun's setting. So then we hopped on the ferry. Oh, that's much better. Thank you. Can you push it all the way down?
Well, I don't want it to get gritty on the camera. That's better.
All right. Look at this, guys. This is like we have. Wow.
You hear that?
What is that?
It's like political time here in Turkey, people. So everyone's got their. Ooh, wow.
What is that? Can you guys
awesome.
hear that?
Welcome to Turkey, man. This is.
We're going dancing after. All right. So we came back to Athens. We picked up. We haven't been drinking really. We picked up Lemonade, and then we took the ferry to Turkey. And now we're at present day. So we're gonna stop it there. I'm gonna look at some of your comments, guys. I think you have some questions. Global Geezer says hugs from Southern California. Oh, Southern California. I love Southern California.
How are the bagels?
Oh, we miss bagels. Hey, they have this thing in Turkey that is almost like a bagel. Now listen, we eat local as much as possible wherever we go, as long as it's within our budget. And we do a lot of cooking in here. And we don't necessarily, we left the U.S. over 4 years ago, so we're not out looking for like TGI Fridays or American food, but we really, really miss bagels a lot, guys. And they have something here, and I can't remember the name of it. It's like this big.
It looks like a big sort of tossing ring that you throw into
it kind of looks like
game.
a big stretched out flattened bagel, and it tastes like a bagel. So we bought some local cream cheese and we have been devouring those. They're absolutely fantastic. But anyway, you know, I get off on these food kicks. I'm sorry. Okay, Olympic song, going to the Faroe Islands this summer. Ooh, that sounds wonderful. That sounds wonderful. Olympic song in summer. Okay. Zeus says, I've watched you live on IG, on Facebook, and now on YouTube. I think I'm obsessed with you guys. That is so sweet. You're getting the award of all three. And I'm sorry if any of it's redundant, but we wanted to kind of like update people where we are, talk about the trip.
You know, the problem with Facebook Live, and I'm sorry, Facebook
Live. I like Facebook. Listen, don't you not Facebook?
No, not Facebook. Sorry, Instagram Live.
I need you to shut that, please.
The problem with Instagram Live, I'm on it.
I'm sorry, that light is really bothering me. I have sensitivities.
The problem with Instagram Live is that you have to like squeeze your head. It's like this, going hi, because you're on like a narrow, like you're on like, you know, you're on the
and
thing.
And you can't really see what people have said,
no.
so it's really hard. It's really hard to engage and communicate with people.
I mean, if you're a single person, that's
don't
fine.
knock my Instagram.
All right,
like
whatever.
That.
Instagram.
So Zeus says, I can't wait for your videos on Turkey. We were there in January. We loved it. We are loving it too. Un says, what are you planning for the kids' future? I mean, are they okay with your lifestyle? We would never do this lifestyle if the kids were not on board. If you've seen our kids on video or you've ever met them in person, they're not puppets and they're not obedient. When they don't like something, they tell us they don't like something. Now, if they just say, well, I don't like that, I'm not eating it for dinner, well, we're not going to cook 4 separate meals. But in regards to the lifestyle, we do check-ins, I don't know, every couple of months, sometimes at the dinner table, every night for a week, making sure everyone is happy in this lifestyle.
Make sure that everyone's chill with it.
And just to give you an example, like we make a lot of compromises. The kids wanted to go back. Emma wanted to go to a book conference and they wanted to see some friends in the U.S. And Will and I weren't particularly keen on going back. From a financial standpoint, we have a lot of countries we want to see before we go to Asia. We miss our family, we miss friends. We have all of our families in the U.S., but we have friends all over the world. So we didn't want to really spend the money to go back. And we had some other things we wanted to, but we compromised because they wanted to go back for a month. So we are going back for a month. And the compromise is that they're going to do another Camino with us, although they really are into it. It's like at first they were like, oh, we'll compromise, but now
their
they're
first
like,
question was, are we doing the Frances again? Because
they want to do Frances again.
They like the places that we saw, and they think we're going to see the same people again. I have no idea. But essentially, we're thinking about doing an alternate route, but that's still up in the air.
So anyway, the kids are completely on board, and people ask me that question all the time. And if the kids are there, I let the kids, answer for themselves. We wouldn't and couldn't do this if they were not on board. I don't want them coming back saying travel screwed up my life, because travel is such a great part of someone's life. So, and if that ever does change and they're not happy, then we will work out something that works for everyone, a compromise, or figure something out.
Yep.
Hasia says hello. Jolene says, any plans on traveling through the rest of Africa? I've spent some time living in Mali and just recently moved to Rwanda, and I'm sure you guys would love it here. So much to learn, see, and experience.
We were this close, guys. When we were in Morocco last year, we were like, should we just go ahead and keep heading south?
And on to your help on pronouncing your name right.
And
to what you just said, I
wish
Will and I wanted to do it, and we asked the kids, and they wanted to come back and continue seeing Europe, so we didn't do it.
It's not a regret, because then we wound up doing the Camino, and we love doing that.
No, and I think it was a compromise. Will and I have at some point we'll ask them again if they want to, and if they don't, Will and I will do it when they go off to university. We can't see everything while they're with us, and they may change their mind as time goes on.
Yep.
So that's kind of how we're rolling with it.
Craig
wants to know where the sheeps are this morning. Will and his sheep.
I love the sheep.
He loves sheep. He's always filming them, and
I like people who don't judge. The sheep don't judge. I don't know. Maybe they do. They're just not telling us. But
where are we now in Turkey? Oh, that's a great question.
Will's
going to check. Will's going to check right now. We were driving between Pamukkale, if I'm saying it right, and we're on our way to Konya. Is that how you say it? To Rumi's tomb, and we just pulled over on the side of the road to do the live. And
speaking of,
Will's gonna tell us where we are.
We're by a shopping mall. No, we're not by a shopping mall.
Will's gonna figure it out.
Yeah,
right
it's by some sort of shopping mall where you can see they're selling like food there.
One says, I love how much you love each
What
other.
a town,
we do, unless you see us in the morning, and then we're like, ah.
What a
Okay,
town
where are
called
we?
K-C-A-Y, but it's a K. It's a C with a squiggly. So I think they spell it's like an S. So I think it's say. So I'm gonna say.
Abdesaman, we miss you guys. Oh, thank you. That's very sweet. Jack says hello. Hi, Jack.
By the way, hold on, let me interrupt.
Okay, go ahead.
So speaking of the sheep, has anyone been watching? Because I assume they got that from your Instagram stories,
You're
right?
still talking about the sheep.
No.
Don't get
Hold on, I'm going somewhere with this. So I assume they're talking about your Instagram stories, right? Or maybe not.
Maybe. No,
Okay.
but no. On one of our lives, either Facebook or Instagram, remember you turned the computer
Oh,
around
yeah,
to
yeah,
see the
yeah,
sheep?
yeah,
That
yeah,
was
yeah.
yesterday, right?
All right. So
see, he likes sheep so much, he's showing people on the live.
Well, it was really cool. But essentially, I don't know if anyone noticed it, has noticed, but basically we have started doing YouTube stories. So in addition to stories that we do on Instagram, we're now doing stories on YouTube as well. So if it shows up in your little on your iOS or your Android app, you see the stories, or you see our little icon there, you can see what we're up to. We don't post every day, but they stay up there for. The cool thing about YouTube stories is that it stays there for 7 days, which is honestly for me, it's like mind blowing.
Which is cool, because Instagram I think is for 24 hours.
But I can only imagine. Okay, here's the thing about that, because I can.
It's gonna be all sheep on Will's feed.
I can only imagine, because right now on Instagram you post about 4 to 5, maybe more a day.
It depends.
Stories.
I would say between 7 and 10.
Right.
Most days.
So imagine 7 days built up. You're gonna have like 70 hanging out there. I mean, that's like an investment in time. So for us on YouTube, we're not posting that many every day. We're posting maybe like 1 or 2, and we're sometimes taking days off. And I do that because I know it stays there for 7 days. So it gives people a chance to sort of see a story over a couple days. Whatever the case may be, if you're not seeing them, look at them. We had some really interesting stuff that happened the other day, where we woke up and there was a hot air balloon right outside our window. So basically, we opened the window. We woke up.
No, that wasn't how it went.
Well,
I went, what the bleep is that? And Will was like, why are you so cranky? I'm like, why is someone like landing a plane on top of our RV? And he opens a window, and there's a hot air balloon outside our window.
So
like, wait until you see the photos.
So
on
we
Instagram.
went from to
and then I did some backpedaling and said, I am grumpy in the morning, and I'm sorry. I shouldn't have been so cranky, because look what we got.
Right.
I'm a little embarrassed. I
Enjoy
probably shouldn't
the
have relayed
journey.
the story, because now you guys are going to think I'm a real.
But anyway, so that's on the YouTube stories.
Not morning person.
Something.
All right, so
it's really cool.
we got a question. Are we planning any other group trips? This is our first pilot one, the group trip to Morocco, and if we enjoy it, and everyone enjoys it, and it goes off seamlessly, yeah, we're gonna do more. We're thinking about India, which is a country that we really adore as well. Ecuador, another country that we're very familiar with. We kind of started talking about Turkey, and then there's some other countries in there. So we'll probably do maybe 4 group trips in 2020, if we, if everything goes well and everyone loves it. Let's see.
Maybe 2.
Only 2?
Let's do 2.
You want to start with 2? Should we do 2 or 4? Don't listen to Will. Cut him off.
We don't like to repeat places that much.
Abdasam J says, you're more than welcome, guys. Whilst Reboat says, where are the YouTube stories?
They are, so if you go into, it depends on how you look at it. The last time I heard that it's on there, so if you go onto your YouTube app, it's either going to be like on your first little feed of whatever's out there, or from what I've heard, if you go into your subscription feed, they show up there up on top. So if you, and I can see it like right here, essentially, subscription. You can't see it, whatever. But basically, it's there in your subscription feed up on top. You'll see it. It's cool.
Angela says that if we're going to buy argan oil, to buy it from the women's co-ops in Agadir. It helps all the women and us, really the pure oil for beauty and cooking. Thank you so much. We love to buy from co-ops, so that's a nice little tip. We appreciate it. All right, let's talk about our Morocco trip, and then we can talk more about Turkey. All right, so Will and I fell in love with Morocco, and we wanted to go back, and we also had a lot of people asking us, had we ever considered doing a group trip of any sort, and taking other people that wanted to kind of learn about the world and travel how we do with us. And it had never been part of our business model, and when it's been mentioned to us, in the past, we were both like, oh my gosh, that sounds overwhelming. Like, I don't know if we could do something like that.
It sounds like a nice to have.
It sounds like nice, but it seemed like, I don't know, it just seemed like something just so far beyond what we were ready to take on. And then we started talking about it a lot in 2018 and really thinking, we want to go back to Morocco. We want to take people on the less touristy travels through Morocco. And we will hit some tourist things as well. But we wanted to take people to meet some of the people that we met along the way that don't have tourist-based businesses, that we can go and have lunch with. And obviously we pay for the lunch and we have a cultural exchange with them. We wanted to take people to kind of see the other side of Morocco that's kind of beyond what you see on Instagram and on travel writer blogs and all this kind of stuff. So one thing led to another, and we built this trip. And we built it in...
Well, we built it with the idea of... I mean, the first thing we did was we asked who wants to go.
Yes, right. That was what we first did.
I mean, we're not just going to say, here we are spending all this time on something that sort of no one may want.
Yeah.
We sent out a feeler, and we
got 40 emails from that, and they were anywhere from singles to families of 5. What ended up being over 100 people. Right. Some were, I'm really interested, I want to book today, and some were, I'm not really interested, but I want to get more information for maybe in the future. So what we did was we built this program, and then we opened registration, and this was all disclosed to everyone. We opened registration to the people expressed interest first, about a week and a half ago. And then we let everyone else know on social media and anyone who hadn't expressed interest on Friday. And I'm really happy. It's a small group. It's going to be a group of 20. We don't want any bigger. We don't want it to feel like this big tourist thing. We don't want to be on a huge bus with 50 people. We want to be able to connect with, we want you to be able to connect with the people we meet along the way, as well as with us. We want to have, these interesting, intimate conversations and not feel like we're just running you from thing to thing and we never get to talk to you for a second. So that being said, we are half booked. And I'm quite proud of that and really happy because we worked very hard to build this program. Now, I'm not gonna go over the entire program. Will can put the link in the comments, and they're also going to be in the description that lists all the details, all the information, the pricing, everything. We think the pricing is really great. It's 12 days. It starts December 1st and ends December 12th of the morning. Everything is included in terms of activities, transportation, accommodations, food. The stuff that's not included are your flights to Morocco, any souvenirs you buy, any alcohol that you drink. And there's a couple other things that aren't included. Small things. Those are the big things. We'll be sleeping in a tent in the desert, and we'll be sleeping in riads.
A nice tent.
A nice tent.
Yes.
A glamping tent. It's a glamping tent.
It's not a Coleman.
With a bathroom and everything.
Yes.
And we'll be sleeping in riads that have been turned into small...
Is that okay? Yeah, that's better.
Yeah. Into small hotels. And we won't be staying at anything like a Marriott, because that's not really the point of this trip. It's to immerse into the culture and the way people live there and engage with locals, and not be part of big chain hotels where we're having, American, British, Canadian, French breakfasts. We're going to have, we're going to eat.
Although sometimes we do miss that.
So, we do miss it. Absolutely, we do miss it.
Although sometimes we do.
We do miss it. Yeah, we're not putting it down at all. We do miss it, but that's not the point of this trip. We will eat solely Moroccan food every meal, except 2. One will be, we'll go to this amazing Thai restaurant and eat al fresco in Fez, and then we'll visit a Chinese restaurant and chef. So I'm just going to give you guys just a quick little, and Will said I was too long on the other lives of talking about what it was.
About the
activities, and I do agree with him. I get so excited, guys, that I just want to talk about the whole thing. So I'm just going to kind of quickly touch on some of the things that we're doing just to give you an idea. We'll have okay, so in Marrakesh, we'll have a history. In Medina Tour, we'll have an option to go have a hammam, which is a traditional bath where they exfoliate your skin, or you can have a massage, or you can have rest or shopping time if you're not interested in either one of those. We'll do an artisan tour where we'll meet with a leather or tile or a weaver. We're just not sure who it's going to be at this point. We haven't decided. And maybe we can take a vote with the people that are registered for the trip, and you'll actually get to try your hand at this. Then at one point we'll have free time, or you can go on a historical tour and a tour of the Jewish Bahia Palace and the Jewish Quarter. We'll also do a pop-up dinner in the main Medina Square area. It's an open area that is just open with people and tourists kind of wandering through, and snake charmers during the day, and then at night becomes all these pop-up restaurants. It's really
so cool.
Really cool.
I mean, if you like flavor in your food, when I mean flavor, I mean like spice. Not necessarily like burn
It's
your
not
mouth.
only spice.
It's
though.
not burn your mouth spice, but it's just like, oh my gosh, there's a festival going on in my mouth. This is what we're talking about there.
Yeah.
It's so good.
And like I said, I'm not going to mention everything. The whole itinerary is on the We Travel link, so you can look there and you can message us for questions if you have questions. We are going to go up to the high Atlas Mountains for the day and visit our friend Saeed. If you saw our Burba Amazigh village vlog, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. We're going to go hang out with him.
It's going to be so nice.
And his mom's going to cook us an amazing meal. We're going to meet the people of the village. We're going to learn about the farming in the village. We're going to go to a tagine maker's property
and make bread.
We're going to make bread. I mean, there's so much there. It really is. We're going to go to Dad's Gorge. We're going to have lunch at a really small family-run restaurant/campsite that we met them last year. And the son's going to talk with us about life. And when I say son, he's a young guy. He's
probably 19 by now.
He's probably 19 by now. And when his dad passed away, he took over the business, him and his mom and his sister. So he's amazing human being. And we're going to take a hike in the gorge and learn about the history of the gorge.
So imagine basically every moment being like a Worldtowning vlog, where it's just like you're just interacting and immersing.
And here's the thing: if you're like, "Oh, I'm going to get tired," we're covering a lot of kilometers, so there is time, 2 hours here, 3 hours here. There is 1 7-hour trip where we're in the van together, and you can sleep or rest. And at any point, if you decide, I just need a break, I'm not going to do the hike, I'm just going to rest, that's totally fine as well. We wanted you to really get your money's worth, so we have filled it full of stuff. But you can take a break from something if it's not your cup of tea, or you just need. Oh, look at that! You need a rest. We're going to head to the desert. We're going to surf in the desert. We're going to ride camels. We're going to sleep in a glamping tent. We're going to listen and dance to drum music under the stars. We're going to eat by candlelight in the tent. All kinds of good stuff. We're going to head to Fez. Along the way, we're going to do what's called the Moroccan barbecue. We're going to pick up meat from the meat guy, and we're going to go to a roadside stand, and he's going to cook it for us. There are vegetarian options. I don't believe we can accommodate vegans from our experience there and from our local contact on the ground. I don't think so. Read in the notes on We Travel. There's an FAQ section. We will do our best to accommodate any eating restrictions, and if you have them, you can message us and kind of ask us questions, and we'll give you our honest opinion. We're going to stop in the Cedar Terrace. That's where we used to live. We're going to stop in the Cedar Forest. We're going to visit the apes. We're going to go to a goat cheese farm and have dinner, and we're going to pull into Fez quite late one night because that's our long drive day. We're going to have lots of breaks and fun stuff along the way. The next morning, we're going to do a Medina tour, which is how they make the leather, the history, the university. We're going to have lunch at a really cool restaurant that used to be a ruin, used to be a garbage dump. Now it's a restaurant. Don't worry, it's not going to stink. Then we're going to have the option to do brass etching, dance, to learn local dances, or volunteer. Then there's music in the evening. We're going to learn about local music, dinner at the Thai restaurant.
There's a lot going on.
There is. I know. Is this you cutting me off saying stuff? Okay.
There you go.
Okay, we're only at December 7th right now, and it goes till the 12th. I just want to say one other thing. We have a special guest who's written a really cool book about life in Morocco, and I'm not going to say her name or anything, but we're going to meet up with her as well. There's more volunteer opportunities. There's more crafting, all kinds of stuff. There's one more hike, and I'm just going to stop. And there's we're going to visit the most famous. Well, there's only 2 mosques that you can actually go in if you're not practicing Islam. There's only 2 you can go in, and so we're going to go in actually both of them, one in the High Atlas that's not functioning anymore, and then the one in Casablanca. So I'm not going to tell you anymore. You're just going to have to go look at the link.
Can you tell we're very excited about this?
And
there's a lot of heart that's been put into this.
I've worked very hard, and Will has been like, should we do this? Should we do that? So I'm kind of the one who got the initial things, and he's looking at it going, no, we're not going to ride a camel through the desert for 5 days. People won't want to do that. So we're like good cop, bad cop, idealist, realist, all that kind of good stuff. So, okay, questions. If you guys have any questions, put them in the chat and we'll answer them now. We are really excited about this, and the prices are in the link, but just to give you an idea, it's $29 $2,900 per person based on double occupancy. If you're triple or quadruple occupancy or quad occupancy, it's $2,850. And if you're single, it's 30. Single is 34. 3,400, and that's because most are based on double occupancy. But if you're coming as a single and you let us know, if you don't mind sharing a room, like 2 twin beds, we can try and partner you up with another single that's traveling to cut your costs. Okay, let's see.
So, I mean,
Angela
basically,
says,
that's the price. It's the more I hear you talking about it, and God, I hate to sound salesy.
The more you want to raise the price?
No, the more I'm realizing, wow, there's just a ton happening. And you know, it's not just like hanging out there and eating and drinking.
We're going to get a lot of sleep before we go, so we have energy too, guys.
Right, so this is like action-packed.
So Angela says, hi guys, love your plug sincerity and your kids are to be proud. I think last message didn't get through. Argan oil from Morocco is fantastic. Let's see. Oh, I already read that. I'm sorry. Hello from hi Austria.
Hello.
Yolanda says she'd love to go to Ecuador. That's one we want to plan for 2020. We spent 10 months living in Ecuador, and we know some amazing people there and had interesting experiences. So that's definitely on our hit list. Tangier and Rabat, Tangier and Rabat, and some other places that we didn't hit
and those
on
are
our
the
previous
places that
trip.
we knew that we missed out on. So we're going to try our best.
Tracy says, I'm a full-time caregiver and cannot travel at this time. However, your vlogs inspire me and I enjoy learning about different countries. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And when you're not a full-time caregiver, yes, go travel. It's awesome. It's wonderful. Let's see. Lots of places. Oh, we got lots of suggestions on places to visit here. Awesome.
Where?
Thank you. Right here.
Okay.
Right down. Thank you, Abdus Mom. I'm so sorry. I'm so bad at pronouncing things. Alan, oh my gosh, you are so sweet.
Thank you, Alan.
Thank you, Alan, for
the super chat.
For the super chat. That's really, really kind of you. Thank you. He says, just to
It's
say
funny,
that... What?
We don't see those that often. The super chats. No. But they are nice. They're always appreciated.
Yeah,
thank
you so much.
The last time we got one was with the last live, and
it was Jack because he said he wanted to give the super chat to the kids.
For the kids, so they can buy themselves a Christmas present.
That was so sweet.
That was really cute. And they did.
So Alan says, just to say that you lit a spark that illuminated a fork in the road that I would have missed and drifted into retirement without knowing what I had missed. I'll keep fanning the spark and hope the fire burns bright. You are a poet.
Thank you.
That is really beautiful, and I'm so happy to hear that. Yes, keep that spark going and keep traveling. I mean, someone asked us yesterday on our chat.
I gotta move this down. We look like we're shrinking. We're just like slouching. I have no idea.
My head looks so big.
I know. Anyway, I interrupted.
You lean ahead, and then ahead.
Like
that's
on a roller coaster.
Ahead,
what?
Ahead.
Okay.
They see my head looks smaller now.
Okay.
All right, guys. We had someone ask us yesterday if there's anyone RVing over 60 in Europe, and and I said, almost everyone is over 60 RVing in Europe.
The question is there anyone under 60 RVing in Europe?
Go do it. Don't give up on these dreams. I mean, no, really, any age, anything, you just go and you do it and you make it happen. And thank you, Alan, and I'm really glad that our vlogs have been helpful and that you took that plunge. I really am. Kitty Cat says, don't miss a hike at Anger here near Chef Joan.
That's part of the plan.
That's on the Will did
did
not let me get to the rest of the itinerary.
But you see now, we have a conversation going.
Thank you. It's
a waterfall one,
right?
It is,
yeah, it is.
We're going there.
We're going there.
Yep.
Wallace Reboot said, Alan Smith, heart. Yeah, that's super sweet. Please don't miss the new Museum of Rabat. It's in Hassan. It's so beautiful. We will go there on our own, but not with the group. Maybe the next group trip. Rihanna says, what airport would you fly in and out of from Morocco?
Marrakesh.
Marrakesh? However, you can fly in and out of Casablanca because we're thinking
Marrakesh is like the dirt cheap airport. Yeah. Meaning that sort of it's that new airport that basically they're trying to promote, so everyone is giving like less expensive flights there. The last time I priced it was like 2 weeks ago, and from New York to Marrakesh it was like $500
wow,
round
that's
trip.
A really good deal.
Round trip, and I was like, what? So I don't, granted they're only out there for as long as they're out there, but we're talking about December.
Yeah.
So from LA I think it was like $700 round trip. So amazing deals that are out there right now, which makes it all the more enticing.
Come with us. You guys should come with us, Rihanna. Yes.
I know.
Trying something new. Hey guys, this sounds like fun. Hey, come with us.
I know.
We got enough for your family of 5. Come on. Okay, the son says to call me Jay. Thank you. That's much easier. Thank you. If you've watched our vlogs, you know we're pronunciation challenged. We try, but Abdul wants to know when we're writing our travel book, that to be able to focus on that. Will and I have ADD, undiagnosed, but we're pretty confident we have it. I talked with the kids the other day and said, wouldn't it be fun to do a book, the four of us, almost like journals and our different perspective on things that are happening in our life? And I was like, yes. And Will was like, that's okay. And Aval and Largo like, that sounds weird. So I don't know about the book. I started writing it at one point and then I got derailed. So it will come someday. I just don't know when. It's not. But if you're referring, actually, there is a children's book that I'm working on right now. So that'll be like the precursor to the big book.
But we have other ideas that we have in the hopper, essentially.
Well, we have a lot of big plans for this year.
A lot of plans that revolve around video.
Yeah, for this year. So
trying to do something more long form.
Yeah, like a documentary style. So, let's see what else. All right, any other questions about Morocco, the Morocco trip, going to Morocco? My cool necklace. I got this, and I can never pronounce it. You do it.
That Gulamon beads.
No, these are not the Gulamon beads. They're up there.
No, that's not that.
Yeah, that is. No, this is not.
Oh, that's Essaouira.
Essaouira. You've probably seen the picture of the lovely gentleman that I bought these from. He's so sweet. He was just amazing. And I love these. My Gulamon beads are up there. So anyway, Deb says, hey, you two are so fun. Thank you. Masmu says, welcome to my country. Thank you.
Thank you.
Excuse me, gosh. Yolanda says, Alan Smith, what a beautiful comment. I know, that is really a beautiful comment. I'm gonna go screenshot it because I love it.
Because it does go away. Actually, it doesn't go away. It stays.
Does it stay?
The live ones do stay.
Do they? Oh,
yeah.
That's good.
Yep. You're forever on this live, Alan, with this amazing comment.
Are you hitting summer in Morocco? No. It's too hot. We've heard it's too hot for us. So we're avoiding summer and we're avoiding touristy season because we don't end up in touristy places that often, but when we do, we feel like it compromises the experience. So we're going in the beginning of December. It will be a little cool, but not freezing. I mean, you'll need a jacket, maybe in the high Atlas, it'll be cool, and at night in the desert. So you want to bring a jacket, maybe. I mean, I'm always cold, so I'll probably bring hat and mittens, but I think most people would not.
What are you saying, like mornings in the 50s?
Yeah,
around there? 50s.
And if you do register, there's a whole welcome package that comes within about 2 to 3 weeks, talking about weather and flights and vaccines and all that kind of good stuff.
Yep.
Deb, the music, the different styles. Would love to hear some. Yeah, we have music as well. We have, I think, 2 or 3 music where we're going to learn about different instruments and listen to some music. And then there's the dance, which is kind of music. And then there's one other music. Oh, and there's the drumming at night in the desert, which is fabulous.
See, I knew you'd squeeze in every single little activity that we're doing in there.
I'll get the rest of it.
It's inevitable.
When Will's not looking, I'm going to tell you everything else. Kitty Cat says you could come 7 other weeks and see only new places. I know there's so much to see, and I think we would love to do another trip and do different areas, so we got to explore those areas more and find local people and contacts and nurture that. We would never plan a trip to any place that we haven't a country we haven't gone to. Like, that would be just kind of crazy. Yep. So and we need that local connection when we're planning trips, because that's how we roll. Like, we don't just want to take you, like we said, to the touristy spots. So let's see what else. I'm looking at my.
So are we still talking?
You can move on if you like. Will has to talk to you guys.
Well, no, I just want to talk about essentially like.
Will wants to talk about the sheep again.
I don't, but I do want to talk about what we're up to now. I mean, essentially.
Yeah. So we're in Turkey.
We're in Turkey. I don't even know the word for hello in Turkey, which sounds so shameful because I should know that stuff.
We try and learn.
Oh my gosh.
We try and learn. Hello, goodbye, thank you, please. Where's the bathroom? All that kind of stuff. Yep. We're really struggling in Turkey. You guys know we're pronunciation challenged. For whatever reason, we don't have an ear. We don't have an ear at all for the language here. Not at all. So we're trying, but we're not very good at it, in all honesty.
So, but we are heading towards next weekend. We're going to be in like balloon heaven.
We're going to Cappadocia. And we're super psyched about that. We are. We're going to go. So we were thinking, we're going to go up in the hot air balloon. We've never done that before. But someone told us it's like 230 euros per person to go up in one. So we're thinking that's a lot of money. So what we're thinking we're going to do is, if they will allow it, we're going to have the kids go up without us. I'm going to guess that they won't if they're under 18.
Then I think one of us will stay behind. I think that's.
And I don't mind staying behind. I'll stay behind and shoot video and photos, and talk with all the people on the ground, and maybe I'll make some new friends, and and we'll fly off like the movie Up and never come back, and go land someplace, some other country. Let's see. Will you refill the lost footage that was stolen? That was not actually in Morocco. That was in the Outer Hebrides. Oh my gosh.
That's
we would love to go back to the Outer Hebrides. It's gone, but we'll have to go back there one day and redo it. We're just gonna have to.
That's not out of the question.
The Wallace Reba says, let's see. Oh, it sounds like a complete epic trip. One day we won't be the budget list family. The price is awesome. We just aren't there yet, but so worth it. I can imagine how you work your
comment.
That's so funny. We're budget too. We live very simple and frugal, and I'm with you on that.
That's such a great name.
It is.
I love that name.
I know. I think you should. Yeah, I think you should. That's a cool name.
That's a great name.
Okay, trademark it. It's yours.
Honestly.
All right, so, and then after Cappadocia, we're going to head up to some smaller towns on our way to Istanbul, and then after Istanbul, we're talking about going to Troy, and another Gallipoli. I can't pronounce it, but it's way out of our way on our way to head north on the far most eastern countries of Europe. We really would like to go. We'll have to see what it looks like for time, because we have to be in Estonia by the third week in May to head to the U.S. for a month in the U.S. So the longer we stay in Turkey, the more countries we have to visit and explore in a short amount of time. And I think we're almost at the point where we're going to have to be doing 2 countries a week, plus working and schooling.
It's crazy.
So, and then we got talking, yesterday we met several people. One's heading to Mongolia with a van, and the other one's heading to Iran. And we're
China, Mongolia.
Yeah, we're like, we want to go. And we're like, I want to go to Iran.
Oh my
Iran
gosh.
So we were Googling. So I was driving today, so I was using the voice. I'm like, how many hours drive is Iran from current location? It was like 10 hours. I'm like,
no, more than that.
No, it was 20 hours. It was 20 hours.
That, yeah.
I was like, that's too far. I mean, we can't. It's not like we can just go there for the weekend,
no,
right?
And if we're gonna go to Iran, we might as well go to Georgia and all these places. And I mean, and then at that point, we're just heading down to India and just calling it a year. But breast shield said, he says actually that's a perfect comment. He said don't ignore my comment, and he said that we don't have ADD. That's just proof we have ADD. We just sort of go beyond comments. We're like, what? Huh? Sorry about that.
We don't intentionally skip any comments, and on our channel, on our vlogs, we try to respond to every comment, pending time and eating and all this kind of stuff. But that was so funny because we did skip his or hers comment. I think did we decide you were a he the other day? I can't remember if you were the person we asked. You have a very nondescript name. I think you're a he. And he or she said, hey, don't skip my comment. Look back. And it says that we don't have ADD. So funny.
You see? Just proof that we do. Sorry
Deb
about that.
says Mongolia. So Mongolia is that, so Mongolia is a little far for us to go to the RV and make it back to Estonia. By third week in May. But we've talked about when we go to Asia in 2020 to do the Trans-Siberian across Russia and then come down through the Mongolia route, which I think sounds really, really cool. But since we've been planning the Morocco group trip and work and clients and everything else that's been going on, we really haven't had a chance to think more deeply about our time in Asia. But we've established, we've got it down to 14 countries that we're going to visit. We got to get it down to 12. And then we'll start planning out which month we're going to do each country in. So
long story short, there's still some spaces out there. If you're interested, check out the link. It's in the description below. And
if you have questions, just message.
It would be
Brett Child. A she.
Oh.
Yay! Your name sounds very masculine. I don't know why.
Why would you say that?
I don't know.
I don't know that either.
I don't know. For me, it felt very like. I'm not judging. I'm just saying.
Tap dance that one.
I'm not tap dancing. I'm just saying it's when you see names, you get kind of in your head what you think in your head it is, right? Oh, I'm not. Gosh, my gosh. Well, welcome she. All right, so All right. I guess we've been talking for an hour now. Do you guys have any questions about the trip, about our journeys in Turkey, about our future journeys, honestly, about anything, about our travel life, all that kind of good stuff? Shout them out now in the comments. Jay says, I'm sure if you write a book, it would be really fantastic and so informative because you really have a huge, fantastic, interesting experience in learning different cultures that you share with the world. Thank you so much. Okay. My name means shining warrior. I love that.
That's a great name.
I love that. I'm sorry I called it masculine.
We're gonna name our next. If we're gonna get another sunshine, we're gonna call it.
Yeah, that would be
Shining
lovely.
Warrior.
The kids
That's
have been
an amazing name.
It is an amazing name. Is that your given name or did you change your name? I love that. I really love that. Yeah, the kids have been asking for another pet, and
that's not gonna happen to the boat.
So if we had gotten every pet that they've seen in the last couple months, we would have a goat, a sheep, a puppy, several kittens, and a rabbit.
We saw so many cats in Morocco.
We did. It was hard.
And so many dogs in India.
Yeah, a lot of dogs in India. It was hard not to, take them in and take care of them. But anyway, I digress a bit. Okay, so thank you guys for joining us. Do you have anything else you need to say?
No.
Let me cut you off.
It's funny. It's funny because, no one's actually had, in every single chat that we've had, everyone's been sort of chatting about whether we should not go on the sailboat. You guys are very accepting of our decision to want to go on the sailboat eventually. There's little feuding going on here. I love it. So all that being said, it's going to happen.
It is going to happen in about 2 years.
Yeah.
I love that people gave comments for and against and supported their reason of why they thought we should or shouldn't. And I found that really, really helpful, guys. So I thank you. If you don't think we should, we don't take it personal. Not at all. I mean, and some of you have said, well, I don't think you should because of this, which has been things that have made us think, you're right. Like we know that we cannot go on the sailboat and work as much as we do now. It's just not going to be possible. And there are many other people who kind of had the same thought, like you just can't. They would say, I lived on a sailboat. You cannot work as much as you work and be on a sailboat, or you're going to end up drowning and not taking care of stuff. So we appreciate your comments and your thoughts on that and your support. Even those who said no way you can't do it, even that, it's helpful. It's really helpful. We've taken notes and we've kind of logged it all in our mind about the things that we still need to work on, and we appreciate it. Let's see. So Sophie says, whenever you come back to the U.S., you must come to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. We are a treasure trove. I love that. I've only been to Michigan once in university for like a weekend with my college roommate, and that's it. So I don't feel like I've explored it thoroughly. Ayub says, hey, give a name. Well, that is a great, whoever gave you that name really put some thought into it, and that's really amazing. When are you coming to Morocco? December. Well, the trip is December 1st through,
we'll be there before.
Through the 12th, but we'll probably come about a week beforehand.
Yep, we'll be there. I don't even know.
Thank you, Altered Illusions. Thank you for that sweet comment. Thank you, Ayub. Thank you for that very nice comment. All right, guys, we are going to let you go. Thank you for joining us. Thank you guys for coming in. Thank you for being so positive and everything you give us. And it's really amazing. And I'm not going to cry, but we thank you. We really, really thank you from the bottom of our heart. So have a great day.
Thank you, guys. And we'll see you next time. Ciao.
Bye. Bye. Oops, I'm sorry. I said that was masculine. Was that mean?